What's up, everyone? This is Fire Chula here, aka The Real Dragon Eye, coming to you with another video. Sorry I've been MIA for a while. I had to go spend the weekend over at my mom's place in order to go with her to go visit my uncle, who, as you guys have seen that one video that I made where I talked about him having cancer. Well, I decided I was going to give you guys an update since I went over there this past weekend to go see him. And the good news is the cancer has shrunk in his esophagus, and the living situation that he was in before, I'm not sure if I went into detail, I can't remember, so please don't mind me, but he was in a really tiny, and when I say tiny, I mean tiny 2-bedroom apartment where, with him being in a wheelchair, where instead of like if you're in a wheelchair and your legs are like that, well, his legs have to stay straight, and he was always bumping into everything. And on top of that, he was so far away from everything, and I really felt really sad for him. But in the end, his so-called caregiver, who we found out was a fraud, a liar, and, as I call, a criminal in my eyes, but they finally got rid of that guy. They fired him, and my uncle is finally in a spacious 2-bedroom apartment with an entire team of people taking better care of him, making sure that he gets to his appointments, he gets the transportation he needs. My mom and I even walked 5 miles from his apartment with him to show him where the closest bus stop was so he could get to the Four Seasons Mall, he could get to Walmart, like, you name it, he could get to. I mean, his face was ecstatic. He was happy. And that was all that my mom and I cared about, was seeing my uncle happy, because before, he didn't want to go out nowhere. And on top of that, his previous caretaker/caregiver didn't give a crap about him. He was just using my uncle to get a free place to stay and, as I call it, a money ticket. But these new people that are taking care of him, they are much more qualified, and he is in a better, healthier environment and closer to everything. So if he wants to go out and get whatever he wants and goes out and wants to go shopping, he can do so without feeling stranded or, stuck in the apartment. So, and on another note, I did find out, I'm not sure if this is really going to be happening, but it's just like an estimation, but according to what he was telling my mom and I, he's going to have his feeding tube removed possibly by the 16th of October. But it's still up in the air if that's going to happen, because they're really trying to make sure if the cancer is shrunk enough to where he can swallow again. And if they check and the cancer has shrunken enough to where he can swallow, they're going to take out the feeding tube, and then he can finally enjoy real food instead of, having a feeding tube in him where he's getting that solution that we all would call boost, but it's really not. But in the end, he'll be a lot happier. So, like, when we want to take him out for his birthday or whatnot, we'll be able to without feeling guilty. But that's pretty much all that happened. But there was another serious thing that happened over the weekend, which I wanted to vent about. And for all of you that have dogs or any kind of pet, you'll be able to relate with me on this. And trust me, this actually really heated me, made me pissed off. But while I was gone in Greensboro with my mom, my mom left my dog in the care of her husband. Well, Here, I just walk in the door, you know, and her husband goes off on me about my dog using the bathroom everywhere. And I'm like, and I'm putting two and two together. I'm like, my dog is not the type of dog that's gonna go and, you know, do everything all over the place unless if there's something seriously wrong. Because he was trying to claim that I don't take my dog out enough, and I'm like, look, I take my dog out plenty of times, but if I'm not here and you're put in charge of my dog, you're the one that's supposed to take him out. You're the one that's supposed to be taking care of him. So from what I gathered, we found out that he let all the dogs outside because it's, you know, my dog, his dog, my mom's dog. Well, my dog got a hold of something and he got severely sick. When I mean severely sick, I mean constant diarrhea and vomiting everywhere. Like, I stayed up all night long with my dog because I was so scared that something was going to happen to him. Like, he's pretty much like my son. Like, I raised my dog from 8 weeks old. He's practically 10 years old now. And, like, if anything were to have happened to him in the care of my mom's husband, trust me and believe me, I would have taken revenge for my dog. But I had to literally snap at my mom's husband for what he did to my dog. Like, trying to put the blame on me when he was the one that was in, you know, care of my dog. Didn't even realize that my dog was severely sick. And I mean, if any of you have dogs and you consider them like part of your family, like your fur babies, as we call them, you will probably agree with me. Like, if you see your fur babies, you know, really, really sick, you know, you're gonna rush to their aid and, you know, take care of them, make sure everything's alright. And that's exactly what I did. I told my mom about it. She pretty much apologized over and over again for the way her husband acted towards me and my dog. And it's like, it really wrecked my weekend. Like, you guys have no idea like how ticked off I was. Like, I felt like I was gonna be like Natsu Dragon Eel from Fairy Tail. Like, my hands were gonna go up in flames because of how mad I was. But all in all, you know, I got back home with my dog. You know, I gave him a little food, you know, this morning after, you know, letting him rest a little bit, and he's feeling much better. But I am not taking him back over there and finding out that the same thing happens to him, because he's already a part of my life. He's my fur baby. So that's pretty much all that went down, and I wanted to share that with you guys. I'll be making a video this coming Thursday, because my birthday is this Thursday, October 3rd. So I'll be making a video on that day, maybe even the day before, it just depends. But I will, you know, give you guys updates. And I got some stuff coming in the mail this week, so be on the lookout for some more review videos where I review products, give you guys my honest opinion, and tell you guys if it actually works or not. So with that being said, if you guys are new to my channel, please hit the subscribe button and hit the like button and hit the notification bell if you want to be notified when I do upload new videos. And I hope you guys have a blessed and fabulous day. Besos.